I got my 3,000 watch hours in 7 good days using Restream. And before you Restream, please watch this video, because it is true that Restream can actually hurt your channel if not done the right way. Yes, you can get demonetized, rejected from the YPP, or be flagged for reused content. I was actually ignorant of this. YouTube actually sent me a message that I violated their community guidelines, which made them to take down my videos, and I had to appeal. So you do not want that for your channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing us the step-by-step full tutorial on how I go about getting my watch hours the safe way, things you need to do on your Restream, things you need to avoid, and how to stay safe on YouTube without getting flagged or having issues with the community guidelines. This is an example of the Restream I did yesterday, and I got 9.5k views, and I'm going to be showing you how I generated the Restream ideas without copyright. So let's click on it to see the watch hours I got. I got 64.1 watch hours in total. Now this is to show you that this actually works if you do it properly and the right way. So let's get right into the video. Now this is a very serious warning. Don't ever go to someone else's channel to screenshot a redo on their live stream and re-upload it on your channel. This was the mistake I made. Now you see this particular redo, I took it from someone else's channel and I added sticker, and I took a song from InShot, I added to it and uploaded it on my live stream, and in an hour time I got a notification from YouTube saying that I violated their community guidelines, and if I try this next time they are going to give me a strike, and you do not want this for your channel. So I'm going to be showing you how you can do it the right way. So the first thing you need to do is to go to ChatGPT and tell it to give you 10 redo idea I can use for Restream without having reused content on my channel, and it is going to generate several redos. Now these are the ones it generated, but I want the one with options so that it can make my audience engage. So I'll just tell it to add options of answers to it. Now it is going to generate options to that particular redo, each redo. Now let's wait for it to generate. Now exactly this is what we need. And let's say that you do not want to use redos, you can actually use math puzzle. So let me tell it to generate math puzzle. Okay, generate math puzzle questions for Restream that I can use without having reused content. You understand? So just give it that prompt, and here we are. So you can also use this one. Let's assume that you don't want to use word logic, or you don't want to use redos all the time. So after it has generated these redos, look for a very catchy one among the redo. Then now we head over to InShot. You click on video, then click on new. Okay, then you click on blank. Then it is going to show you this interface. Then you drag this thing to at least 50 seconds. Don't let it be more than 1 minute. 50 seconds or 40 seconds is okay. So after making it 50 seconds, you go to Canva. Then let's try to change the background. Click on background. So we'll be using white for this background. And now the next thing you need to do is to click on text. Yeah, so that is where the main work is, because you have to design it yourself if you don't want issues with YouTube at all. So now let's type word. Now I'm going to be typing in different. I'm supposed to type word logic, but because I want the fonts to have different color, so I'm going to type word separately, use a separate font for it and a separate color for it. Then you just play around with the colors, anything that suits you. So whenever you type something, make sure you drag this thing to the end of the video so that it will show from beginning to the end. So now the next thing is for us to go to text again, then you type logic. Yeah, it must not necessarily be word logic. If you want to do math puzzle, you can just type math. That is, if you want the fonts to be different, just type math puzzle. Just do what will make YouTube to see that you actually designed this yourself. It's not as if you went to YouTube to take someone else's picture So I'm just trying to give it a perfect font to make it very catchy. So just play with it. Then the next thing you need to do is to click on text, and then we head over to chat gpt to copy one of the videos. Look for a very catchy video, don't forget that, a video that could keep your audience engaged on your channel. So I think I should go with this one. Yeah, so we're just going to copy the question first. Now we'll copy it and head over to InShot. Now you paste it back on this text place. Now you can see it is very long. If it is too long, it is not going to show entirely on your channel. So what you need to do is to cut it. Now I have to go to this no eyes, cut it at that place so that it will show properly on your live stream. Do you get? So now let's just adjust it and click on it and press return. And I think this is okay. Then you use your two fingers to adjust the screen. Now let's click on these three dots so that everything can align together. Okay, now it has aligned, and you can use your two fingers to either zoom it or increase or reduce it. So I think this is perfect. So the next thing is to go back to ChatGPT and copy the options this time around. So just click on it and copy. Then you go back to InShot and you click on text. Then you paste it there. Now let's paste it to see. Yeah. So you're just going to, play around with it, make it look very okay and beautiful. Do you get? So the options are kind of bigger than the main question, so I'm just going to adjust it to make it very, very perfect. You can also play with the colors, adjust the colors, just be creative with it so that YouTube will actually know you created this yourself. So now I've adjusted it and it is very, very okay. So the next thing is for you to go to sticker. Let's add some touch to the something so that it will look very okay. Now you can just go to sticker, then you type subscribe, so that is if you want. So let's just type subscribe and it is going to be different subscribe buttons. So let's click on it and then we'll just drag it to the bottom. Okay, yeah, I think this is perfect. Now you head over back to your sticker, then you type countdown because we want to put a timer to the video to make it more catchy. Do you get? So now it will show you different type of timer, even though I don't really like these ones. I think CapCut has more better options, but let's just use this one. Okay, let's see which of the timer is okay. So I'll just go ahead with this one, then you click on it and then you drag it to wherever you want it to stay. Use your two fingers to adjust, that is if you're doing it with your phone. Now let's head over back to sticker and type thinking emoji. Now you are being creative with this so that you're not going to have any issues of reused content. Do you get? So now let's click on this particular sticker. I don't really like these stickers. Okay, I think this one is okay. So now let's just adjust it somewhere up here. Yeah, so just place it at the top and I think it's fine like this. So the next thing is to head over to Canva. Yeah, so you can as well change the background if you wish. Yeah, let's assume you've uploaded this one on your channel and you want to redo another live stream. Just come here, change the background, change the wordings. Do not ever use the same format of video on your live stream, else you're going to get reused content. So if you want to redo another live stream, just come and change the color. You can change the background, change the font color. Do you get? And do some little touches on it. Now once you're done with this one, you come back to text. Now you can see that these ones are not the same. So what you need to do, make sure you drag all of it to the end. You get? Each of the text, each of the sticker, draw it to the end of the video so that everything will show and it will align. So I'm just going to drag each of it to the very end. So you drag it one by one, and once you're sure that you have dragged everything, and let's assume that you want to add music to it or a song to it, so you just click on music. Yeah, and it will take you to this interface. Click on music. Okay, so once you click on music, it will take you to this interface. Note, do not ever use music on InShot. You see this jingle bell here? This is the particular song I used on that riddle that gave me problem with YouTube. So don't ever make the mistake of using any song on InShot or CapCut. Just make sure that you already have non-copyrighted music on your phone. Now I already have them on my phone. If you want to know where to get non-copyrighted music, I made a video on how to add music to your live stream. So watch that video, you're going to see where to get non-copyrighted music for your live streams. So I already have them on my phone. I'm just going to click on import, this imported here. So once you click on imported, so it is going to show all the music non-copyrighted song I have on my phone. So I'm just going to click the first one just for this video sake. So now let's use this first one. You click on the plus sign and it automatically take it to your main video which you want to use for your live stream. Now here it is. So it is there. Now let's play it to see how it is going to look like. So once you're done with this, just click on this arrow at the top and save it to your phone. So once you're done saving, we move to the next one. So the next thing is for you to head over to your Chrome browser or Safari and type restream i.o. Now it is going to bring this interface here. You scroll down a bit and click on Restream official site. Okay, so let's click on it. Now you're going to see this interface. If you've never used it before, you're going to sign up, but I've used it, so I'm just going to continue with Google. So after you've signed in, it will just verify probably it's you whenever you want to restream again. So I'm just going to do the normal procedure, and yeah, this is how the interface will be once you have signed in. And what you need to do next is to click on new. Yeah, so you click on Restream Studio. Now once you click on Restream Studio, it is going to load. It takes a bit of time. I don't know why it takes time like that, but it takes time. Then you make sure you allow camera and mic. Now you enter studio, but you need to write your name and your title before joining. So after writing your name, you click on join, that is enter studio. Now it is going to bring you to this interface. Now the next thing you need to do is to add scene. Click on add scene. So it is going to bring this. Click on media. So once you click on media, then you click on portrait. This first one, portrait, don't forget to always use portrait, this first one. So the next thing is for you to click on add source. Now you're going to click on video because we are actually using video. Then you can see I have 2 out of 3. So for you, if you are just signing in, you can only upload 3 videos at once you've exceeded that 3, you have to delete and re-upload another 3. So now let's click on upload video so that we can upload the new video. It will take you to your gallery. Now we're going to click on the video which we saved from InShot. So it will upload, analyze, then before it is going to finally show. So it is actually processing. Now it is done. So you click on it, just click on the video and it will bring it to this interface. Okay, now so you click on the video itself. Once you click on the video, you're going to see these 3 dots at the top. Then you click on loop video. Make sure you loop the video. Now the next thing for us to do is for us to click on that pencil icon. Now this place you're going to change your title. Just add something nice, something catchy. So let's type only genius can get this correctly. Then you can add a sticker if you want. Now for the description, you can add description, is optional. I don't do that most of the time, but at times I do that. So you can add description if you want, and you can actually upload a thumbnail. So you click on upload where you see the thumbnail, and then it will automatically take you to your phone gallery. Now you can choose a thumbnail which you want. I'll just going to use this picture, and yeah, click on add. So now you have to crop it because you cannot put everything. Just crop it to a place that is very beautiful. Now so once you are done, you update or click on update all, and then you come to channels. Now this is where you're going to add your channel. because I've added my channel, I'm just going to click on that thing. But if you've never had your channel, just click on add channel, or it might ask you to copy your channel link, and so that you can link it together with this Restream app. So once you've done that, you just click on this thing and it will automatically connect your channel with the Restream, and you're good to go. Now, the next thing for us to do is to make sure that before you go live, your mic is mute, your camera is turned off. Don't forget this before you go live. Now, if you want to add chat, let's assume you want to add chat to the live stream, you're just going to type welcome to your live. Okay, welcome to my live. Now, note that you cannot send a chat unless you go live. So you have to go live first before you can send these comments. Now, I'm just going to go live. Okay, let me type welcome to my live. Now, I'll click on go live. Make sure everything is properly okay before you click on go live. So now let's go live. Okay. So now I've clicked on go live and it is counting 3, 2, 1. Now you are live. I'm going to use my other phone to see. Now you can see how your viewers will be seeing it. Now let's send this message, welcome to my life, and you're going to see how it is going to look when your audience actually click on it. Now you can see I've sent it. Did you see welcome to my life? This is how your viewers will actually be seeing it when you send a chat from the Restream app. Now let me send another one. Don't forget to drop your answer in the comment. Now, do you see that it has even sent it? So this is how you can restream safely without having issues with YouTube. Do not copy and paste from another person's channel. Create your own redos, use your own font and color, and with this you're not going to have any issues with YouTube. So now you can see how simple it is. And if you want to end the live stream, just click on end stream. Yes. So let's see how it is going to show on the other phone. You can see I've ended the live stream. So if you want me to give you a 30 days redo idea, comment Restream in the comment section, and I'm going to drop templates, series of templates which you can use for your Restream without having to repeat same thing over and over. So if you find this video very helpful, do well to like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.